Hi Oakland students, this is Mr. C here in my garage with my two helpers, my young sons Anders and Cam helping me. Today we're going to be taking a look at a heart dissection. Okay, and the human heart they say is about the size of a fist. Alright, so it's a pretty safe estimate that your heart is about the size of your fist. Alright, it's located right in the center of your chest. It's tilted a little bit to the left so that the heaviest, the loudest heartbeat sound is from the left bottom part of your heart, so that's why people commonly think that the heart is more on the left side, but it's technically it's in the middle of your chest, but it's tilted a little bit to the left. So the big heavy left ventricle, the strongest part of the heart, is actually on your left side. But anyways, to look at not a human heart, we're going to be looking at two different hearts today. One of them is a deer heart, and that's a very good representation of a human heart. It's a little bit bigger, but everything, all the parts are the same. It's a four-chambered heart. It works very similar to the way ours does, just a little bit bigger. And then this one, holy smokes, that is a moose heart. And these were both brought in by students. The moose heart was brought in by a student, an 8th grade student this year who had my class last year. But anyways, this is pretty neat, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So over to the deer heart first. Our heart would sit in our chest like this. This is the front of our heart, okay? But since the deer doesn't walk on two legs, it walks on all four. The deer heart, it would be situated in the deer's body when the deer is running with its head towards you. This is how it would be. But it'll be sitting like this in the tray for us to look at. So this part is called the left ventricle, and that is the biggest, strongest part. So when we open that wall up, you're going to notice that that wall is pretty thick. This is the right ventricle right here. All right, here's the kind of the separating line. It's called a septum. It's a wall of muscle that separates the left side of the heart from the right side of the heart. So we're going to open up these two chambers and look at the thickness of the walls. All right, and then once we get those open up, we should be able to see some of the valves and other interior parts of the heart. So here we go with the left ventricle first. All right, so here is a view of the muscular wall of the left ventricle. Look how thick that is. That's like an inch thick. All right, and then inside there, that's the area inside where the blood would be until the heart pumps. And when the heart pumps, it's gonna force blood up out this tube. All right, this is cut. This is what's called the aorta. So the blood would go from the left ventricle right here, be squeezed up and out through the aorta, and the aorta would take blood all the way to the rest of the deer's body. And in your body, same thing. Blood comes out of our heart up here. Blood would come out of our heart, up our aorta, and there's branches off the top of our aorta that would take blood up to our shoulders and our head region, and then the rest of the aorta curves back around behind our heart, down in front of our spine, and then branches off of the aorta, go everywhere to the rest of the body. So just take a look at how thick that is. It's super, super thick wall because it has to be really strong for strong muscular contractions. Now, when I open up the right ventricle, it's going to be not quite as thick of wall. The muscles aren't going to be quite as thick.